Both the president and I are vaxxed, and did you get the booster?
Yes.
I got it too. Okay, so...
Don't. That's all. It's a very tiny group.
You saw how he tried to recover, and he was like, "No, it was only a small group. It wasn't everybody. Just everybody that's out there watching. It was only a few people, not a lot. But while this is funny, I want us to focus on one of the last comments that Bill O'Reilly's going to say. So let's keep watching.
And I told him that today. He called me, and I said, "This is good for you. This is good that people see another side of you, not a political side. You told the truth. You believe in the vax. Your administration did it. And you should take credit for it because it did save, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of lives." And I'm trying to tell President Trump, run on your record. He's going to run again. All right? I said, run on your record because your record's pretty darn good. I wouldn't have done this show if I didn't think that he had accomplishments. And that's what we try to get out.
So we just heard it clear and plain as day. As I and pretty much anybody who's in tune with things going on has been saying for months and months and months that Donald Trump is going to run again in 2024. Unless he's physically stopped from doing so, he has no reason not to. 70% of the party believes that he won the election in 2020, or at least that you should put forth that belief to consider yourself a true Republican. The economic conditions that we've been living through are pretty much the same. The Democrats are having a lot of issues due to Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema passing Joe Biden's agenda through. The Republicans are continuing to do what they always do in terms of redistricting, gerrymandering, bending the rules, and pushing forth the big lie to keep the Republican Party on board with the idea that Donald Trump both won the election in 2020 and that he's coming back. As we talk about many times, the two most popular Republicans underneath him, Ron DeSantis and Mike Pence, are dozens of points underneath him. And Donald Trump has such a strong chokehold on the Republican Party that when he does decide to run, absolutely no one's going to oppose him. Not only because they're so much less popular and there's really no point, but also because he has the keys to the party and to the base. And so their keys to power and their keys to continuing their career are through nothing but falling in line. The same people who criticize him are the same people who kiss his coattails now, as we know. But Bill O'Reilly wouldn't have said this, not to say that he doesn't lie, but Bill O'Reilly wouldn't have said something out loud like this if he wasn't pretty convinced that it was going to happen. Because again, unless somebody comes out of nowhere, who's it going to be? It's going to be Donald Trump and Joe Biden once again. And as we talk about often, there's really nobody on the Democratic side who is a strong enough differentiation between Joe Biden, or that has a base large enough to really put a dent in Biden's campaign moving forward. There's really no point in replacing him in 2024, as he already has the whole establishment behind him, and the other candidates, as we went over the other day, are pretty much in line with his agenda and maybe are already in his administration to begin with, or they're people who practically no one has heard of. And so with the 2022 midterms coming up, it's looking like the Democrats are likely to lose both chambers. Now, they could turn things around, but it's going to be a really tough battle. And obviously, that, if they do lose both chambers, even if they just lose one, there's really not going to be much more that can be done legislation-wise. So we're definitely going to go into 2024 with Trump being very strong on the Republican side, and we'll have to see what happens in terms of Biden's popularity from now until then. There's still quite a bit of time, so we'll keep you updated with everything as it continues to unfold.